Okay, so we're going to briefly look at how to draw a pie chart in Google Sheets or Excel. It's very easily done, but I want to also relate this to drawing a pie chart on paper. So to show how easily it's done, these are 24 children who've expressed their interest in a day out. So there are 5 things. There are a number of children for each of the 5 things, and we can simply say insert a chart. It may not come out as a pie chart, or it may do. Let's have a look. No, so it doesn't come out. In this case, it hasn't come out as default by a pie chart, but we can double click on that, customize it, and set up the pie chart like that. And both Excel and Google Sheets just label it nicely, and there are lots and lots of options. You'll notice that Google Sheets has automatically labeled it with a percentage, and that's quite important because there are things that pie charts are good for, and there are other things that pie charts are not at all good for. Pie charts are good when there is a total. So there is a total number of children, and we want to look at them all as part of a circle, and we want to look at who chose what as out of that total. Okay, so that's what that pie chart does. I'm just going to show you a couple of other things that are important if you're thinking about pie charts, and especially if you're working on paper, not on a computer. So I'm going to pull that out of the way and just show you a few things that are important. We need a total here. Remember, the total is the sum, equals sum, and then we're going to add up that column, and that should give us the 24 that we have. Yes, it does. So those are our 24 children. You'll see why in a second. We could work out the proportion, or the fraction, if you like, of each of these children. So we know that 8 out of 24 preferred the woods, or said that the woods was their favourite. So if we divide equals 8 over this 24 here, then we can, I'm not going to autofill, then we get our proportion as a decimal. So we know that 0.33 recurring is a 1/3. We could drag that down so that we get a decimal for each of the numbers, and if we add that up, we should get, I'm just going to drag the formula across, that should be 1, which it is. Good. To get these as percentages, so the percentages that we saw on the pie chart, although the pie chart it gave us those automatically, we can work them out. So converting a decimal to a percentage would just mean multiplying that decimal by 100. So C5 times 100 will give us the percent values, and they should add up to 100. Let's just check. Very good. Again, I'll just format those slightly better. Bigger. And I'll reduce the number of decimal places. Maybe to 2. Okay, that's 100. And then finally, we might want to, well, if we're drawing a pie chart by hand, we definitely need the number of degrees for each slice. And to get the number of degrees for each slice, we need to divide 360, that's the degrees in a circle, by the number of children there are, which is 24. So I'll just put 24 in there. And we then need to multiply that. So that, if you think about it, 360 over 24 will give us a slice for one child. Okay. We then need to multiply that by the number of children in each slice. So if 8 children went to the woods, we want the number of degrees for one child times 8. So I've done 360 divided by 24, which is the total number of children, multiplied by 8. And that will give us the number of degrees, and we'll accept the autofill this time. That will give us the number of degrees for each slice. And just to, again, check that, I'm going to pull this sum across, and it should be 360. So these numbers in this column here are the ones that you would use for drawing your own pie chart on paper. I hope that helps.